So, today's video is going to be an introduction to the new series, Entering the Field. If you'd like to learn more, please keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah and this is Sarah's Truths, giving you an insight into physiotherapy. So if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for, make sure you've checked out my last video where I talked about everything you need to know about physiotherapy and also debunking some myths. So in today's video, I'm so excited to announce my new series, the ultimate step-by-step guide to applying for physiotherapy. My application for physiotherapy was such a long one and I felt like I had no help or support, and the resources out there were like nil to none. You almost had to search forever. All the stuff I found were kind of very much American based, which is very different to what we do in the UK. In this series, I'll be talking about qualifications, where I'll be covering GCSEs, A-levels, which are the traditional qualifications that most people know about. But I'll also be talking about the non-traditional ones, such as access courses, BTEC and foundation degrees. I'll be looking at them in depth and kind of applying them to physiotherapy. I'll be getting some tips and the importance of each qualification from physiotherapists that have used these qualifications to get into the field, because I think they're very helpful to understand that there are different qualifications that you can do and still be able to enter the field of physiotherapy. The next section in the series is going to be talking about routes to the profession. In this section, I'm going to be looking at the three main routes into physiotherapy, because I think people forget that there's different routes. I'll also be looking at testimonials from physiotherapists and each route that they've taken, but also explaining in depth what each route is. The next section is going to be talking about choosing a university, which can be daunting for any subjects that you're going to study, but I think it's really specific when you're talking about physiotherapy. I'll be talking about things to consider, such as the location, how courses are run, when placements are conducted, assignments, and also making sure you get a full experience at university. Because yes, we hear all the time that physiotherapy is a hard degree, but you also want to get a full experience while in university, because you're not going to get that experience again. In this section, we'll be also talking about the application process, where I'll be looking at the UCAS process, but also going through how you can apply individually to university.
Who's next?
Another section in this series is going to be talking about interviews. Now, this is a very, very big part of the application process for physiotherapy, because I highly doubt, and I don't know anyone that applied for physiotherapy and did not have to do an interview. So once you've applied, it's not just about waiting and getting a place. You're most likely going to attend interviews, and every interview is different. Most universities conduct theirs very differently. There's so many different aspects to it, and I'm going to be breaking these down and kind of talking about the top tips to make sure that you ace your interviews and make sure that you get as many offers as possible. Also, another big topic that people don't talk about is finances when you're in university, especially for healthcare students. I'll be talking about expenses, kind of buying books. Do you need to buy books or not? And also making sure that you're just kind of financially okay while studying the degree. But also, I'll be looking at testimonials from physiotherapists that kind of worked full-time or part-time and how they found it. Another section in this series I'm going to be talking about is how to gain work experience. Now, this is something I hear a lot and people complain about, that it's really hard to get work experience. I don't know what to do. I've sent so many emails. I've done X, Y, and Z. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of homing down and giving you top tips on how to make sure you get work experience. And even if you don't get work experience, it's all about looking at what you're doing in your life that applies to physiotherapy, that you can use in your personal statements and in your interviews to show that you're really interested in the degree. Another aspect of the application process that I'll be talking about in this series will be personal statements. So in this section, I'm going to be talking about how to write a personal statement, what to include and what not to include. I think it's really important to see your personal statement as an opportunity to sell yourself on paper without the admission officers meeting you. So you need to ensure that you pack as much in as possible to ensure that you show your passion and your love for the degree. So the first video that's going to launch this series is going to be uploaded next week. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to know when I upload that video. Please comment and like and share with your family and friends and anyone interested in applying for physiotherapy. I really love to hear all your feedback and your comments. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.